Yes, guys, welcome back to another live video. It's the FA Cup fourth/fifth round draw. I'm low-key looking forward to this. I'm actually more excited because we're seeing our next two rounds straight up. I'm guessing this has something to do with Rona and the obvious outbreak and however peak it's starting to look like in England, because right now it's 1 in 16 for everyone in London that could potentially have the virus surrounding them. I don't even know if we can get demonetized for saying this word anymore. But guys, let me know your thoughts. I got the man, of course, Worldwide Chelsea with me. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, where have you been? Also, press his name on the title. We got it down in the ticker as well. It'll send you straight to his channel. Hit the subscribe button. And yeah, Worldwide Chelsea, what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, man, this lockdown is mad, man. Like, I think more rules are coming in as well, so it's gonna be peak for all of us. And
Yeah, aren't they
yeah,
saying that apparently we're only going to be allowed out once a week soon?
something like that. It's gonna be crazy, man. There's gonna be a lot of riots soon. But
Mm.
look, that means more live streams of us, more weekly live streams, more episodes between us, more talking to the fans and helping them through this pandemic, innit? So looking forward to this convo.
Yeah, guys, the draw isn't till at least they said 7 o'clock, but the stream on YouTube saying 7:10, so it was probably going to be even longer than that. So until then, we'll go through a couple of your questions. First thing, we will talk about the Chelsea Morecambe game for a little bit. Our first win in 5 games, yes, came against the mighty Morecambe, the Big Shrimps. 4-0 win, absolutely standard, exactly what we expected. But what were your thoughts about the way we managed the game? Because a lot of people weren't happy with that first half. We delved straight back into crossing inshallah football. And I will say Morecambe did make it easy for us to go back into that, because when you play 8 or 9 men behind the ball, it is going to be hard. But what were your thoughts, especially going into that first half and the way we played?
I mean, it was just lackluster, dull, boring. Name it, fam. It's just yeah, we got the goal. Mason Mount doing well as always at times. Um, but it's just like I get it. I get why we started with that lineup. I get we tried to give them as much confidence ahead of this running with Fulham, Leicester,
Hmm.
Tottenham coming up and all that stuff. I get it. I was a bit disappointed. Remember our lineup, bro? We were talking about youth and stuff. They didn't even feature G. They didn't even feature. So
No, but I said they weren't going to feature anyway. There
I
was
was
too much pressure
surprised.
on this guy.
I was surprised, G. I was legit surprised. I mean, Tomori came on, didn't it? He came on towards the end.
10 minutes left. But
He's
that's apparently
getting
because there's a loan deal happening, I think.
loan deal. Yeah, he's gone as well. So that's like one of our topics I was speaking about the other day. Gone as well. Like I don't know, man. It just feels different at Chelsea right now. It's hard to explain. I hope we just get some wins on the trot and get through this. But I don't know about the football, fam. The football is just like I preferred Mourinho, Conte, them days, G. Like I don't even care if it's
Oh,
counter-attacking
you
football
prefer
as
the
long as
defensive football? Like, there's nothing wrong
yeah,
with it, but you
man.
prefer the more pragmatic style.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we won trophies, G. Like everyone remembers the results, the trophies. No one remembers the
Hmm.
actual football unless you look into it proper. But Conte's first season for me was special. I liked the five at the back and stuff like that. It was something different. You know what I mean? So Mourinho was a bit more defensive, of course, to sit back and counter and that. But
Hmm.
Lampard, I'm still trying to understand what he's doing basically. So I'm hoping he fixes it up, man. And big up Wayne in the comments, man.
Yeah, big up Wayne. He's saying, who do you guys want in the draw? I'm not going to say who you want in the fifth round, because that's going to be way too speculative, and we have to see what the rest of the draws are saying first before we even get to that point. But who would you want in the draw? I know, again, it is massively speculative and there's plenty of options, but personal favourites, who do you want to see us get in the next round?
We can get United, right?
Well, I mean, we'll be expected to get Man United. That's just yearly tradition at this point.
I want United, G. I want United. I'm sick and tired of those fans, G. It's been piping
Yes,
up. I just
so
want
am
to
I,
try
but
and get
I
one.
can't take another defeat to them. Like, I'll take United when I'm a bit more confident going into the game. Right now, it's like, no, we'll give Bruno a jammy penalty in the box or something, and this I'm gonna lose my head because he's gonna stat pad against us again, something like that.
Something like that always happens, but sometimes you need luck. It can't always be bad luck against us in the last couple of weeks, G. It has to go good, man.
Yeah, big
Hopefully,
up
anyway.
me in the chat as well. Someone's saying give us Millwall. The
That's a
imagine
good
we've
one.
got Millwall and it's the 1 year fans can't go to grounds. You know how many Yadars would be fuming about that one?
Bro, they'll be beef. The thing is, people will still go there somehow, protest or something. Something will happen that night, definitely for sure.
Chelsea and Millwall bods would get into something the night before just for the sake of tradition.
That's what I'm saying.
Haven't had a fight in ages. But what are you guys' comments? Because I said drop some questions earlier. Also, you guys, by the way, while we're waiting, please drop some questions in as well. Someone said potentially signing Upamecano as a long-term replacement for Thiago Silva. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Because I was speaking on the streams yesterday, and people were for it, but people were also saying, like, don't just jump headfirst into it and think we're signing the next Beckenbauer or anything like that, because he's still very rash, still shaky, to an extent a bit of a raw defender as well. But how much do you think he would improve our defense if we signed him?
I mean, first of all, before we get into it, I don't think he asked everyone to like the video, G. That's got to be done.
Like I say it so many times I forget, but guys, we have 96 of you guys watching. I haven't checked the like button, but I know based on consistency, that's about 1/5 of you lot that have actually liked it. So if you guys haven't done it, I'm only asking you to press one button, actually 2 buttons. Please press the subscribe button to Worldwide Chelsea as well if you guys haven't done it. That's actually 3 clicks as well. Click the like button, click Worldwide Chelsea to go to his channel, and click the subscribe button for that as well. It's only 3 buttons that we're going to ask you guys, but please do it already if you guys haven't done it. But yeah, your thoughts on Upamecano, G?
Look, 40 million release clause in the summer makes sense. I had an interesting comment in my last video saying,
I didn't know G, that,
in the summer, G.
Yeah, get him.
That's what I'm saying. But listen, pre this though, one comment said, sign him now like Pulisic and let him finish the season there.
Sign what?
Sign him like we did like Pulisic, but let him finish the season at the current club.
So let him stay at
Yeah, get him in January because there's gonna be a lot of signatures, like people chase for signatures, isn't it? Because 40 million, fam, 100%. That's in his release clause. He signed a new contract recently, so he's definitely leaving this summer, G. So we either pay that 40 million and beef other teams, or we try to sort out a deal.
No, I'm not gonna lie. For 40 million, that is a risk worth taking. You can tell me he's a little bit rational. He's a little bit rash on the ball, but cool. He's a young defender. We can coach that out of his game in time. That's fine. If you have, oh my gosh, Upamecano, Malang Sarr, and then you got Fikayo Tomori and Mbuyamba potentially coming up in the ranks as well. Oh my gosh, our defensive worries would be gone for the next decade. You can't tell me we ain't making 2 of the best defenders in the league out of those 4. At the very least 2. If we don't make any of them, then we have failed, and La Cobham is a myth. That's just fact. La Cobham is a myth if we can't get 2 banging centre backs out of the 4 that we already have. That's just facts. What else have we got? First question, man of the match from yesterday. Also, do you think our push game was a good decision? I'll start with the push game. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad decision. That's been moved to get the Spurs game across or something. I'm not sure. Let me know for the real reason. But from a Chelsea point of view, that just means our opponents, Fulham, now have 2 games to worry about in the space of a week. Nothing really changed on our part. We weren't playing in midweek anyway. We're still not playing in midweek now. Now we've got an extra day's rest going into that game. We now have a 6-day gap. Fulham now have the game against Spurs on Wednesday, and then they have to focus straight on the West London derby. That will go into our favour.
I agree with that, but the thing is, they're saying Chelsea might be unhappy because that means 1 day less break for Leicester. So they're trying to push Leicester 1 day now from Tuesday to Wednesday. That was the worry at the same time.
It's Tuesday now, isn't it?
Yeah, so they want to move that to Wednesday from Tuesday because they lose 1 day from the Friday night, obviously, because they play on Saturday now. So I get it. It is a positive against Fulham, but I'm a bit more paranoid about Leicester at the same time.
Yeah, Leicester's the tougher game out of the 2 for sure. I didn't even think about it like that. I mean, we are going to take it 1 game at a time. That is the main mentality for it. It does make the Fulham game easier. It's just rotation, and we know what Lampard's going to be like with them 70-minute substitutions. And yeah, this is going to be another one where it's going to be like, if we mess up the Fulham game, we will single-handedly have messed up the Leicester game as well, because we would have been chasing the Fulham game for 90 minutes straight. So it's now another case where Chelsea have to get their job done early. I'm not so sure how much confidence I'm going to have on Chelsea doing that early, especially because we know if Fulham are playing 2 games in the space of a week, They are sticking everyone and their nan, their bus, all their equipment, everything behind the ball. So it's going to be a backs against the wall performance. We're going to try to be clinical, emphasis on the word try. But yeah, also your man of the match from yesterday. My personal pick was Hudson-Odoi. What was your choice?
It's tough, man. Hudson-Odoi is definitely top three. You could say maybe Billy Gilmour. You could say Hakim Ziyech. I think it's tight. I think everyone played decent different parts.
Here's the thing. Talk to me about Hakim Ziyech, because a lot of people are saying he's a potential man of the match. I personally didn't see it. I thought second half, if you want to judge it half to half, maybe his second half performance is man of the match worthy. But I didn't think his first half performance was there. He looked very sloppy for long periods. Eventually got himself back into the swing of things towards the start of the second half and the build up to the second goal as well. But before that, we weren't seeing a lot of him. And I didn't think it was one of his marquee performances.
That's what I mean. Parts of the game, if you choose like that, then that's my top three. But overall, consistently, Hudson-Odoi stood out for me at all time. If you know what I mean. He was the one that was doing everything in my eyes. Assist, goal, and also for the last 3 seasons in this round, he's either had assist and a goal as well. So he's been killing it for years now. So for me, he comes in automatic starter from next game as well. That's something that I really want to speak about. On the wing, fam, who starts? I'm saying Hakim Ziyech. Not Hakim Ziyech. I'm saying Callum Hudson-Odoi definitely starts ahead of Hakim Ziyech or Pulisic for me.
Yeah, my main front three, and I want to bounce off you as well, because a lot of people don't agree with me on this. And to an extent, I understand, because Hakim Ziyech, we know what he brings to the side, and we know how dangerous crosses are, but my issues are who are the crosses going to. If it's going to a Timo Werner or a Christian Pulisic, there ain't really much point even attempting it. But because of that, I'd like to go for, also because I don't think Hakim Ziyech is fully match fit, and I think he showed that as well in the last game because he started very slowly. I'd go for Hudson-Odoi on the left, Olivier Giroud in the middle, and I want Timo Werner on the right-hand side because I think he's a lot more comfortable at right wing compared to left wing. I've said that for the longest. He looks 10 times a better player, 10 times a more comfortable player on that right-hand side, and you find him in better positions all the time there. Yes, I am trying to shoehorn Werner into the side, but same way, so is Frank Lampard. Lampard's trying to shoehorn him wherever he can into a squad because he needs to make the signing work. I'm telling you, if you play Olivier Giroud in there, because right now he's our best striker on form, and you need to play Timo Werner, you play him on the right-hand side. You do not play him on the left-hand side.
Are you saying that because you saw him do the assist for Pulisic?
It's not even that as well, but like that's just an example of how it can work. When I see him on the right-hand side, he bursts past the player, he is in space, and all he has to do is either get a cross in or get a shot across the face of goal. He's been also very unlucky with some of his finishes. A lot of them are smacked against the bar. He's hit the crossbar more than any other player has this season. There was one against West Ham United where he got the ball clean through on the right-hand side, smacked an amazing shot, not even across the face of goal, but it hit the right-hand side of the crossbar. And I'm looking at it, it's like, yo, there is something in this guy on the right-hand side because you get him in a lot more comfortable positions there compared to when you get him on the left. On the left-hand side, he looks so uncomfortable. He hugs the touchline so much, and he's predictable as well because all he's going to try and do is open himself up inside. So what you do as a defender, you don't show him inside. And then he struggles because he has a little brain fart because he's not comfortable there. We've seen it so many times. He struggles playing left wing. He's all right as a striker roaming in there if you can play to his strengths and if there's a space in behind for him to do that. But if there's not, at the very least, give it to him on the right-hand side because he can beat a man for pace and then he's already on his stronger right foot.
I mean, look, I get what you're saying 100%. Maybe right side does sound a bit better the way you explain it compared to left side for sure. But there's one thing I'm interested in him. If he was to be on the right side, I kind of see him as that second striker drifting in rather than staying out compared to like Hudson-Odoi that will take the touchline and try to take his man on. I want to see Werner making those runs in behind at the same time, like a second striker, but kind of drifting from the right side into the middle, whether Giroud flicks it on or the link-up play. Because I feel like Timo Werner has decent link-up play in my eyes. So I kind of want to see him, if he plays on the right, I want to see him drifting diagonal left, if that makes sense. And letting, the right side midfield take part on that right side. Maybe I'm explaining not too
So you want to see him cut inside on the right-hand side open up space for your Reece Jameses or whoever's in the right centre mid.
Yeah, I want to see him making that run behind because, as you were saying, he's not the full type of striker that can be clinical in every single department. We know he can run in behind. He's got the pace and stuff. We want to see him make those choices. I was talking about Ben Chilwell not making those risk passes like through walls and stuff, but Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne will be doing it. I want to see those passes to him running in behind. And I feel like Giroud can flick it on if he is to start, like you were saying, as up top.
See, here's the thing. I understand what you're saying. To an extent, I agree with it. But I also kind of think maybe it'd be better if we do a reverse. Like, if we had Azpilicueta and Timo Werner starting, for an example, I wouldn't mind Timo Werner being on the outside and like Azpilicueta being an inverted right winger. Because if we look back to, for example, 17-18, granted it was from the same position every single time, again and again. But you know how good Azpilicueta is from the inside if he comes inside off that right-hand side. Reece James as well. We've seen his quality from the wide flanks. Cool. But there's no reason to say he can't be just as effective coming in off the inside as well. Werner, I get if you play him out wide, you're taking him away from the face of goal as well. But with him as well, he's going to want more space to be able to roam with. Like he said, 1v1 trying to beat players isn't his best. But 1v1 trying to beat players for speed, that is his strength. So I'd want to see him in a position where he can try and make more use of the space that he has. And then when he has done that, he's in a more comfortable position to finish as well.
I mean, look, the way you're saying it there makes sense, definitely. I'm thinking of Azpi to Morata back in them days. Feels like it was last year, G. It didn't feel like it was 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? It feels like it was last year. Like I saw
finishing hasn't even changed, which is, I don't want to speak, but because I still back Werner, but the finishing ain't there yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to take some time. But look, I don't know. Like, we want him to. I think the best three on ability is Hakim Ziyech, Pulisic, and Werner. I don't know if you agree with me on that or not. In terms of ability, that I want to see those front three shining. But when they played together, they weren't doing it.
It's the system. Like, there was nothing wrong with the front three, but when we're forced into spamming crosses, how are you spamming crosses into 5'11" Timo Werner, potentially 5'8" Christian Pulisic? And then we expect to create anything. Like, everyone said it was one of the best performances Man City had this season. Yes, we crossed into Christian Pulisic for 90 minutes. Their defense couldn't have an easier job if they tried. All they had to do was just jump. I love Pulisic, but we don't need to talk about his aerial ability to know that that's not part of his game. Timo Werner as well. We don't need to speak enough on it. We know that's not a part of his game. But we still had crosses coming in from Azpilicueta and Hakim Ziyech into the pair of them. Doesn't make sense. So I don't mind that in a 4-2-3-1 or in a different formation to try and get the best out of the players a bit more. But right now in this sort of system, that's our best three on ability, but literally just on ability.
No, facts. I totally agree with you, man. You lift up Christensen.
Oh my gosh. You see, look how good our defensive options are. I forgot about the Danish Maldini himself, man. But you see that 5 quality defenders that we got waiting in the flanks for if Thiago Silva or Kurt Zuma mess up. Defensively, our issues are sorted. It's just we need to get the system flowing a little bit more. People have thrown a bit more eyes on the defense now of the last few games because we have conceded 10 goals in our last 3 league matches. Cool. No, not our last 3, our last 4 or 5 league matches. And that's cool. That needs to be addressed as well, but you also need to look at other areas of the pitch. If our transitioning is poor, it puts more emphasis, it puts more pressure on the defense. Kurt Zuma as well had a couple bad games, fine, but we know his deficiencies. Ben Chilwell, he's been overplayed to death. No wonder he's going to have 1 bad game in him or 2. And I love Azpilicueta, but we know his deficiencies as well. He can get caught out. He's good defensively, okay, decent offensively, but it's on the transition where he struggles as well. So we have to try and work with that as well. But defensive options are sorted, especially for the future. We got 2 quality left backs. Well, 1.5, but we move. 2 quality right backs and 5 quality centre backs. Our main issue is just who do we keep, who do we sell, who do we loan? Because too many cooks in the kitchen create disharmony, and we're seeing that at Stamford Bridge over the last few weeks.
No, I totally agree with you, man. And I think we've gathered who's our best partnership as well in terms of right now from form, Zuma and Thiago Silva, even though we want to see maybe Christensen and
I big up If you want a link as well, I'll send it over, G.
I wanted tomorrow to feature a lot more as well, but it was confirmed that he's going out on loan. At least we know the future now that he's going to be going out on loan. You know what I mean? Before we were waiting to know whether he's going to be leaving, whether he's going to be playing, whether he's going to be featuring, whatever. Like now we know, Frank Lampard's confirmed. Most likely he's going to be leaving out on loan. So now we're left with Christensen, Rudiger, um, Thiago Silva, and Kurt Zouma. And obviously Rudiger's got about 5 months left on his contract, maybe less or something. It's coming to an end basically. So I feel maybe that's why Frank Lampard had to keep him, try to get a new deal out of him for another season at least, sell him on a cheap or something basically. So it's going to be interesting to see the future of Chelsea after this season. I'm looking forward to that as well at the same time. There's going to be a lot of deadwood leaving. We've been speaking about it for the last couple of streams as well. So we need to be selling some players definitely this transfer window. I just don't know who.
Yeah, I mean, wait one sec. Oh, that's a different message. Yeah, based on the left backs, we already know it's going to be Marcos Alonso that's leaving. On the centre backs, I think it will be one of Rudiger and Christensen. I would preferably want it to be Rudiger because I've already said I think he's reached his ceiling, but depending on the manager, it'll be a case of preference. If they prefer a ball-playing centre-back, they'll probably keep Andreas Christensen. If they want someone a bit stronger, a bit more experienced, they'll probably end up keeping Antonio Rudiger out the two. We will have to wait and see on that. The midfield, I think Loftus-Cheek, unless he has the redemption arc to end all redemption arcs and physically drags Fulham out of the relegation battle, that might be it, because it hasn't been all that good for him so far this season. But I'm hoping he's a late bloomer. Up front, I hate to say it, but it will probably be Olivier Giroud that leaves. I do want to see him stay, but with the lack of game time that he's had since he's joined Chelsea, in my opinion, he's been the best striker we've had, but the amount of game time never shows it. So he'll probably leave for a final payday because he deserves it. He's a quality player that could get game time anywhere else in the league except for us. So it will probably be him to leave as well. The biggest question for us is trying to get the valuation fees. That's half the reason why we're struggling to sell all these players. We want to get the most we can get for Kepa, for Jorginho, Ross Barkley, Bakayoko, Zappa Costa. These are just players off the top of my head, and I'm sure I've missed about 10 or 15 players off that.
Victor Moses, Kennedy, Rahman.
Yeah, you go through 5 as well while I try to figure out another 5. You see how many players that we have on the wage bill with us. And this is a struggle trying to get players out.
Did we say Drinkwater?
There you go. But to be fair, Drinkwater ain't leaving. He's saying he's trying to force a move. Really? Really? If you're trying to force a move, you're not doing your YouTube comps. I know you're staying for the 100k a week wage packet. I don't blame you. We're the fools that gave you 100k a week. So go and get your bag. Go get your bag every single week. I'd back that. What other questions do we have? Is it time to cash in on N'Golo Kante? Now, this is a very interesting topic. It's gone back into debate over the last few weeks because of his poor performances. But I also say his poor performances are based on the fact that we've overplayed him. Why did we play our biggest engine every single game over the Christmas break? Kante and Mason Mount, I think we really take the mick with their stamina. We think they can go on for days, literally.
Mason Mount especially, G. It's just, I'm shocked he even played this game, fam. Morecambe. I was playing this game. I think the draw's starting anytime, any second now. I think
I was waiting for the draw to start, but I think it's already started. And
did we miss it?
Yeah, it's already started. Yeah, but Chelsea haven't been drawn yet. Yeah, that was it. I had it on YouTube. You know when you have the thumbnail on and you haven't gone live? If it goes live, it goes live and it's got music in the back and it's got the sound, but it ain't got the video. At Cheltenham, Man City, I don't really care too much about either of them, but I want to see who Chelsea
I'm looking at United. United against 23. Who's 23? Not Chelsea. We're 27. Liverpool.
We're number 27. United, what?
United, Liverpool.
Oh, you must be ahead of me.
I watched it on the phone, G.
Are you all watching on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got Swansea City, Nottingham Forest just come out.
So I'm a bit ahead.
No. If you're ahead, you're ahead. I don't care. Like, just let me know who we have.
All right, cool. So Southampton, Shrewsbury Town against Arsenal.
Yeah, the Man United v Liverpool ones just popped up for me. Yeah, I'm definitely behind. I'm going to go on the BBC iPlayer, see if that's any better. Let me know if Chelsea draw anybody.
Come, not us yet. Barnsley against
Allow Barnsley. That's just 2008 vibes. Do you remember when they knocked us out of the cup that year?
Trust.
Those were young years, man. Where's this?
Chorley. Yo, go on.
season
Give us
one.
Chorley. Give us Chorley. Nah. You got it.
Here we
Wolves. Let's see. Guys,
go.
keep liking the video.
BBC iPlayer is even further behind. That's just bans.
Guys, keep liking the video. Keep subscribing to Curfew Lewis G. Tune
There
in
we
daily. Whilst I get the draw, man. Millwall against
That's not.
Bristol City.
It's not gonna be Millwall.
Bristol City.
They'll never have that game. I'm sure they heat
Brighton.
up some of these balls as well. Southampton
100.
versus Arsenal. Interesting. Johnny, if you're watching this, I need your team to turn up. Chorley versus Wolves.
Bro, this some dead draw. Where's Chelsea, man? 18 is Wickham. Wickham against number 4, Tottenham. Wickham and Tottenham.
That's a close game, to be honest. Wickham's like one of those just on the border of London.
That's what I'm saying. Who else we got here? 22.
I'm just looking at these games that we could be at for a decent
Fulham
price.
against
Go
20.
on. Go on.
Burnley.
Nah.
Burnley.
Oh, for goodness. Oh, well, at least that means we don't get Burnley away. I'm saying that like I'd even be travelling to that.
Number 14, Sheffield United. You know what? I'm going to present it like I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, go for it, man. Floor is yours.
Number 1, Plymouth.
Go on, Plymouth. Yeah, I'll take Plymouth.
Number 27, we're home. Guys, we're home.
Aye, okay, home draw. Who do we have?
We're playing
There's nice
Drum
teams
roll.
here.
Luton.
Luton.
Yes.
Aye, Luton, bruv. That's mad.
Come on. I'm taking that, fam. I'm taking that, lads. Yes, Luton. It's official.
Chelsea versus Luton. Lol. That would have been such a good game to go to as well. I know Luton would have carried a loud crowd. But that's an easy draw. I am happy with that.
Even away,
Semi-easy.
even away. Away would have been nice as well.
Yeah, I would have just liked to see what the away ground looked like. But I'd be more annoyed at the fact that we wouldn't be able to travel to there. That would have been another ground that we tick off. But you know, that's one of those unwritten rules of of cup games. Chelsea just play at home every single time. When do we rarely get any different? When's the 5th round draw now? Is it going to go straight afterwards?
I don't even know how it works. I didn't even know the 5th draw was today, G. Is it 5th?
Yeah, the draws for both of them to prevent fixture scheduling. I'm thinking they just want to rush it because of Rona, and they don't even know if they'll be back for the next one.
No way. All right, guys, we're very close to 100 likes.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh,
you
yes,
guys can
guys,
like the
please.
video. Like the video.
Vitmus, if you want to jump on, G, I'll send you the invite straight away if you want to come on. Guys, drop in your questions as well while we wait for the 5th round draw to come up too.
Who's Vitmus? Who's Vitmus?
Vitmus, you've met Vitmus. He was on the stream yesterday. What's my Instagram? My Instagram.
Shit, my bad.
If you could spell Gebri Selassie, it's Lewis_Gebri Selassie. I don't know if you could spell that though, so if it's a bit peak. But
I can spell it, G.
message me on Twitter or WhatsApp. You got my number, bro. Right, that's the 4th round draw. When's the 5th round draw?
I can spell your surname, fam.
Go on.
GEBRE SE LASSIE.
Yes, there you go, G. There you go. Fair play.
Come on.
Okay, fair play. I'll give you that, man. I didn't think you were going to be able to do it. Barely anyone gets it. All I hear is someone starts, I got your name, G-A. No, wrong. Sorry, man.
Come on.
Vitmus, I will, if anything, I'll drop you the link. If you want to jump on. If you're busy, you're busy, and it's cool, man. I understand that. But
where's the 5th round? Is it on? Let me check.
Yeah, it's meant to be for both. Big up, Wayne, man. Thank you so much for the love, bro. Vitmus as well. To be honest, seeing as you're here, I might as well mod you because I've been meaning to get more mods on my channel. I've only just figured out how to do it. So yeah, I'll mod you. There's a little echo.
Get the 20k, lads. 20k.
Add mods.
Yeah, it's fifth round as well.
I've modded you. Yeah, I've modded you. Perfect. Cool.
Yeah. Fifth round's coming up, I think, man.
Vitmus is coming on. Yeah, nice. I've sent him a link anyway, so if he's jumping on, perfect. What else are you guys saying?
Hello, don't kick me. I'm a Spurs fan.
Yeah, Vitmus, jump on anyway, because people are saying that you're flip-flopping, and I already know you. You're not about that. So if you want to jump on, clear your name for yourself. The floor is yours, bro. No fifth round draw. There's meant to be a fifth round draw.
There is.
Okay, the screen's literally just gone straight to one of the overlays on the top. So I don't know what's happening, but
I'm watching it on Periscope. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's gone to that.
Wait, the fifth round's at 7:23. They're saying. Okay, yeah, guys, some more questions. We got 3 more minutes. Let me know what you guys are saying.
Massive 3. That's true.
What else?
I might as well eat, fam.
He's more than me. I'm saying I'm waiting until before the Spurs game. I want to see what our form's saying before then. Craigo as well. The link is all yours if you want to jump on, but I think you're doing a stream for yourself too. So if you are, guys, check it out. Drop a like as well. Have us both on the background. It's cool. Give Craigo28 a like and subscribe.
Craigo.
There's got to be a few. There must be something I didn't see by accident.
Let me see.
No, this is just everyone reacting to the draw as well. And there's a bunch of other players that are also on our payroll that we need to get off. Drinkwater, he ain't leaving. Piazon, he's at. Where is he now? Is he still at Fulham or what? I've forgotten where he's gone at this point.
Braga signed G was going to be signing a deal there. I don't even know. No, it was at Rio in Brazil.
Alright, here we go. Oh no, I thought that was about to start. That was a little cock tease. Bakayoko, the sooner we get rid of him, the better. He's having a good spell at Napoli. I just hope Napoli cash in. But he's also got 1 year left of his deal, I think, at the end of this season. So I can't expect us to sell him for too much. Caballero, I mean, he's just here as another body at this point. I don't even think he's advocating for too much game time. He's got like the Rob Green role in the side now. So even getting him off the payroll, we don't really need to. I think Caballero's the only one in that list I wouldn't be too far against keeping. Ross Barkley, he'll leave. He'll leave for profit as well. I don't even mind too much about that. That's the one reason I've never been too angry about Barkley's deal, because 15 million, safe risk, here's what it is. Loftus-Cheek, it just hurts. That stupid friendly, which was for a good cause. I've got nothing against the reasons behind it. But again, a week before the Europa League final, when you booked it a year before, knowing that we were in the Europa League, knowing that we were one of the favourites in the Europa League, what was the point behind that? It didn't make any sense. And Mishi, he's been dusted for years.
I never know, G. But listen, Lewis, I was gonna ask you something.
Go on.
We can do it on live right now, G. So I was gonna ask you. You're free tomorrow, yeah? You're free tomorrow.
What time? Because you know what my pattern's like.
Obviously, evening, isn't it? Like this time.
Yeah. I need to figure out a video. Other than my video, whatever I'm doing, I'm free around. If you want to do a live on your channel, we'll sort a time out. You already know.
That's what I'm saying. I want to do a live, man. Look, let the comments see how it works. This is how it works.
Let me figure out when I'm doing my video. But other than that, like, I'll free up whatever time I've got and we'll sort it. We'll get something done.
Say no more, guys. Remember, tomorrow, look out for the live stream on my channel.
Yeah, this one's coming. Talk about Royal Rumble. Do you watch wrestling, Sadiq, or not?
Back in the day, I used to, man. Randy Orton, John Cena. That was the main era for me.
Yeah, I feel like, hey, you'll be around for the Rumble anyway, because you know what WrestleMania season's about. But I can't really tell you who I think's going to win, because there is plenty of different options. Like, I don't even think Dave decides who's going to win. Last year, you could tell it was obvious it was going to be Drew McIntyre. This year, not as sure. So I can't really tell you. But again, if you want to see a Royal Rumble watch along, a Royal Rumble watch along will come. We'll have 4 hours of just sitting there, or just turn into a giant Q&A, and I'll get gassed about whatever's happening. But the 5th round
Fam.
draw is also about to start.
Quick one. You know,
Go on.
Drew, like 6-7 years ago, he was like one of the average wrestlers.
Yeah, he was on 3MB and he was just taking the piss. But they were
That's what
trying
I'm
to pick
saying.
this guy for years. Who's that first card? Fulham Burnley.
They're
They
starting,
didn't
yeah?
even say what number we were.
27 or something, no?
No, I mean for the second one, because all the numbers would have been halved by now. Oh, Raw, wrestling's fake. No shit, man. You're going to tell me the Tooth Fairy's fake at this rate? Come on now. Like, is it fake? Like, no shit. You got to suspend your disbelief for stuff like that.
Where's the stream, man? I can't see the stream.
You can't see it?
The stream's ended. What are you watching it on?
I'm on YouTube.
What, BG Sport?
No. I'm on the FA Cup stream, like the FA Cup channel.
Swear down.
Sheffield United and Plymouth versus Millwall or Bristol. Who else? Chorley or Wolves against Southampton or Shrewsbury or Arsenal. This is so hard to go through. Oh my gosh. Just get our number out, because this is a madness.
Barnsley, Norwich.
Yes. Oh no.
13.
God knows.
Yeah, it's us.
Oh my gosh, another trip to Norwich. Literally the one thing nobody asks for. Or Barnsley. Yeah, you know what? This is payback for 2008. We'll clot them in the League Cup. We'll clot them in the FA Cup, and we'll get rid of them. Cool. These lot, I've had a low-key hatred for them ever since 2008. Cool. Let's do it. And also, another Kai Havertz stat pad sesh. Let's move. Up the fucking Chelsea. Okay, cool. So hopefully Barnsley take out Norwich, because I would look forward to that. What are the other ones? Is there anything interesting?
Matisse and Nini still going at it. Flipping. Are they still beefing?
Are they?
Allow it.
No, I actually have to look at this, because...
Why are they beefing?
Hey, you know, like I say, there is never a boring day on Chelsea FT. There is always somebody beefing somebody. And you know me, team not involved for life. You already know. I will sit back and I'll just witness beef. What the hell? What are they arguing about anyway? Because I didn't even know what they were starting on. Let me see this. Yeah, guys, drop in your questions. We'll stay on live for about another 10-15 minutes or something. It all depends on the questions we get. But drop you guys' questions in. I'm going to see if there was a few that we missed out earlier.
I don't know why they're beefing.
So who's that we drawn? We drew Luton in the 4th round, and it's Barnsley or Norwich in the 5th round.
Away is all away in that one. Home in the first
one. Not involved for life. You already know. You see here.
You know me, fam.
This is vibes, and this is just Chelsea. This is all we do. Only slander goes out to other clubs. Your Arsenal, Spurs, your United. Chelsea, we are peaceful. Well,
fam, I used to be in these beefs years ago, fam. I'm done with this, fam. I don't want to see any of this one. I don't understand.
Yeah, I can't lie. Back on the 100% Chelsea days, you know how many messages we used to get? It's like, why are you getting Sadiq on 100% Chelsea? Do you know what type of guy this is? Do you know what he said to me like 5 months ago about my nan or some shit? I was like, I don't care, man. You didn't say that to me. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't said anything racist. I ain't heard anything sexist, homophobic. I don't care, man. If it's just a little beef thing, grow up a little bit.
These man, fam. These man are saying else.
Daniel Bryan and Ronda answer me on Twitter, and I'll sort you out on wrestling. What do you mean? They've answered you on Twitter, or you want us to answer you on Twitter? If it's something I haven't said, DM me.
No,
I'll remember your at regardless. So literally DM me on Twitter. Twitter's the only thing I'm checking out. And said Nini's done. Raw, so it's everyone against Nini now. That's a madness. Tweets and replies. So I could have the. Wait, are they? So is this a football argument?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is going on.
It's not even a personal thing. They're beefing about systems and shit. Okay,
no,
yeah.
But it's getting a bit personal still. It's getting a bit personal, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it's getting a bit personal.
We're now moving like a fucking Chelsea FT reaction channel at this point. Hey, breaking news! Nini and Matisse are beefing live on Chelsea Twitter. Everyone go check it out. Are you team Matisse? Are you team Nini? Let us know down in the comment section below. Also, guys, yeah, we still need questions, guys. Please drop your questions.
And we need more likes on here, fam. You lot taking the mic, fam. I need 200 likes on this stream, fam.
Yeah, we got
stream
186 guys watching. We've got 117 likes. A fair play. Half of you guys. That's more than we usually get. But please, if you guys haven't done it already, press that like button. Press the button that sends you to Worldwide Chelsea's channel as well. And hit the subscribe button on the pair of our channel if you haven't done it yet. Well, so we're saying for January, we should get Upper Meccano, Donnarumma, and Rice for the summer. Backup left back and backup right backs. Bring back Sarr and Barkley next up. I literally forgot about everything else you said. Now, why Barkley? Ads. Respect for the comment, but let me know down in the comment section why you want Ross Barkley to come back, because I'll never, ever understand this agenda for the life of me. Upper Meccano, we already discussed for 40 million, yes. Donnarumma, depends on Mendy, but it's again the case where we're saying if we can do better than what we already have, why don't we do better? Like, Mendy is low-key on fraud watch, but he's also low-key on fraud watch. I'm not going to get all reactionary over a few games, but I'm also going to assess what I've seen. I've seen a couple howlers from him over the last few games. We have to look at it. But same way, we asked for anything over Kepa. Literally anything. We didn't care if we didn't want it to be, well, we didn't have to be Jan Oblak or anything like that as much as we would have taken him. We would have taken somebody competent. Mendy is definitely a competent goalkeeper, but there are errors showing in his game. Sadiq, what are your thoughts on that so far?
Just quickly, Major General N'Golo Kante, suck yourself, fam. I'm looking like I'm doing a 20-year prison sentence. I'm just taking a piss.
I'm doing a 30-year one. You think my trim's looking any better either?
But look, Kepa, clean sheet on his 100th appearance. I'm very, very happy for him. He needed some, positive stuff from his game. So I'm happy for him. I've seen a few Chelsea fans asking, should he just play against Fulham? Just Fulham. Not all the time, just Fulham. I was thinking...
Who, Kepa?
Yeah, G. They're asking questions, G.
You see, this is where we get too reactionary. Yeah, he made a couple catches against Morecambe. Come on. Kepa remontada season is inbound. No. We played him against Morecambe because this guy is the most expensive goalkeeper in Premier League history and he doesn't play games. Do you know how bad that is for a goalkeeper's confidence? If we didn't have the confidence to play him against Morecambe, he might as well just pack it all in and just take the contract for the next 7 years and then bounce. Because that's
the save was world class though. The save that he made, world class save though.
Which one? The one early on into the game from that cross.
First, yeah.
Yeah, we saw that, and I thought, raw, is he really dropping howlers 5 minutes into a game against Morecambe? And then you see the replay, and it's like, you know what? That was a good save. Fair play. He reacted really well to that. We're very shook with Kepa, but same way, we're not playing him against Fulham. I know he had a banging performance last time we went to Craven Cottage, but 18-19 Kepa is gone. I'd like to see him come back, but 18-19 Kepa is gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it left when his girl left, which is also a really big shame, but we're also not going to use that as an excuse. Worst save percentage in Premier League history. I need to see Gianluigi Buffon reincarnated before we play this guy every single week again, because goalkeeping is the most important position out of the entire squad. And Kepa last season was a massive example of that, because we could have finished second place with a better goalkeeper if we had Edouard Mendy playing between the six. But we had Kepa tax to do with every single game. So there's no reason why we want to potentially risk that yet again.
Big shout, fam. Big shout. I mean, look, I was supporting Kepa for months, and I felt bad for him because I felt defense let him down a few times. Though I'm not gonna blame it fully on Kepa. Defense was a bit shaky from set pieces. G, we couldn't even defend anything. Corners, free kicks, all that. I know he had weak hands, weak wrists, and all that stuff, but fam, the defense last season was absolutely shocking. I remember me and you went home games. We're thinking, what the f is that, fam? Like, we're going home game, spending money like that, eating chicken cottage, but not seeing football, G. We're seeing what? Losing 3-0, 2-0 at home. But go away from home, the experience is sick. We all link up. we get decent results, all that stuff. But at home, question marks. But look, I know Kepa was that shocking, definitely. But I felt like defense let him down as well at the same time. I didn't really try. Like, we would go on the floor, fam. I remember him on the floor, lying on the floor. I don't know if you remember it. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
I get that, and I agree with that as well, because that was our mindset going into those games and coming out of games. We were thinking this defense absolutely stinks, and they exposed Kepa to an extent as well. But then you take a look at it statistically, and the stats don't represent that. We had the second least goals shots conceded the entire season, and it was a case of whatever shots on target went into the back of the net. Also adds the fact, we'll throw Thiago Silva into the mix as a variant for this as well, but all those mistakes completely disappeared as soon as we had a new goalkeeper in between the six. The only time I'd say that didn't disappear was when it was Willy Caballero. So it's a bit of both. Was it Kepa leaving that changed that? Was it Thiago Silva coming into the side? Because we had that, but then we also had Willy playing, and then we had mistakes going all throughout the West Brom game, and we conceded 3 shots and 3 goals based off those 3 shots on target too. So I don't know whether it's Thiago Silva or I don't know whether it's Kepa tax. That's the only other reason. It's either Thiago Silva's
The players gave up. The players gave up on Kepa. G. They just had no confidence in the goalkeeper anymore. They couldn't even pass it back to him, fam.
But why was that? I was hearing in training, apparently, going into the start of this season, Petr Cech was outperforming him and Willy Caballero in training sessions. And we see what Petr Cech was like on his first game back. All respect to the legend that is Petr Cech. But he was dropping howlers in that Spurs game too. But he was outperforming the pair of them, and he hadn't played a professional game in over a year.
No, facts. I also just want to say to the comments, you lot, yeah, that we've got easy draws, okay? We've got Luton, Norwich, whatever it is, yeah, Barnsley, Atletico Madrid, we're going to smoke them as well. We're going to smoke out everyone, you know what I mean? We're Chelsea Football Club, okay? We're not Arsenal Football Club, we're Chelsea Football Club. When it comes to cup games, we deliver. Lewis will tell you from years of experience going to games that we turn up, fam, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've got brilliant memories at the Metropolitano Stadium. Michy Batshuayi in the last minute sending me into raptures, even though I was going
the Bakayoko flick, the pass from Bakayoko.
Yeah, I mean that was one of Bakayoko's greatest games, and we debuted. That was where the Bakayoko chant debuted away at Atletico. Low-key, that's also when we exposed Bakayoko too, because as soon as we started chanting, he never gives the ball away. That's literally what he spent the next 6 months doing. But what a great vibe. To be Atletico, we just need to be clinical, which, I mean, easier said than done following Chelsea over the last few months. So that's why I'm not really that confident. But yeah, agenda will run over facts. We're smashing Atletico home and away, and we're going on to the next round for the first time in years. What else are you guys saying? We're going to end the stream in about 5 to 10 minutes. So, guys, let me know you guys' thoughts. Someone said Lampard.
Keep liking the video, people. Keep liking the video.
Yeah, someone said Lampard on Fraud Watch 2. Low-key, I'm not even going to say low-key. Frank Lampard is high-key on Fraud Watch. And if we don't get a result against Fulham, that might be what turns things around against me. Because I am Lampard on the fence. But I also will not be able to justify Mikel Arteta overtaking us with that Arsenal squad. We cussed that team out for the longest. We said it's a relegation threatened side. In order for Arsenal to overtake us, we'd have to not win in our next 2 games. If we don't win our next 2 games, like people are Lampard out already. If Arsenal overtake us, losing to Arsenal was enough to turn people Lampard out. If they overtake us, I can't debate that. What was that?
It's a big L, fam. If they go ahead of us, it's a big L. I'm telling you,
relegation candidates, and we spent 200 million plus, and we were screaming, "Yeah, title contenders! Yeah, we're gonna win the league. We're getting everything." Timo Werner for the Golden Boot, Kai Havertz Playmaker Award. You already know, and this. And we know what the problem is as well, which is why Lampard is high-key on Fraud Watch. It is the system. It's us constantly being forced to press crosses off the right-hand side. Reece James is now being disrespected because all we do is spam crosses off the right-hand side. And everyone is screaming, cross merchant. All he does is spam crosses to no one. He doesn't spam crosses to nowhere. He spams crosses into dangerous positions. We don't have dangerous players in the air. Crossing and finishing, there's 2 people that need to be involved with that. The assistant and the finisher. One of them doesn't work if there's a problem there, or both. It's not both. If you watch Reece James enough games, you know it's not him that's the problem. Same with Hakim Ziyech, is you see Tammy Abraham going up for those crosses. You see Christian Pulisic or Timo Werner going up for those crosses. Then it's no wonder we're struggling. What else are we
Facts,
here?
man. It makes sense, man.
Fulham will be tired after Spurs, yep, but also we're going to have
100%.
one out the Leicester City game as well.
100%.
Can't find the Nini Matisse beef. Don't tell me one of them's deleted their tweets at this point, because I'm going to be fuming if I've missed out of all of it. Imagine a backline of Kepa, Alonso, Rudiger, and Christensen. We've seen that before. We have seen that before. That was last season. Frank Lampard is a miracle worker for taking that team to 4th place. Sorry as well, taking that team, replacing Christensen for David Luiz, into 3rd place. That crazy stuff. Big up Monster in the chat. Pray for Chelsea and pray for the rivals, because we need prayers as well. Here's a challenge for Chelsea supporters. Big up Jester as well. Do not become like the Arsenal fan base and be reactionary. See, this is why I was Lampard middle, because I'm not going to say Lampard out and then as soon as we go into a good run of form, be like Lampard in, or even worse, have to double down on Lampard out. Once I'm Lampard out, I stick Lampard out. Right now, I want to see what he can do, because he's changed my mind before. He's answered my questions before. I know what he has to do to answer more questions. I just need to see him do it. We haven't seen him do it for the longest. We've seen the same 4-3-3, same tactics, same frustration, same late substitutes, same Olivier Giroud just cotching on the bench, not getting any minutes. That's the stuff that we need to see change. Sadiq, do you want to add anything to that as well?
I think you summed it up perfectly, man. I think we both say the same thing, man. That's why we're doing Kalanichi. You say the same thing. You know it.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I've been struggling to find people that are like 100% Lampard in at this point. The only person I know who is really at that point is Ian. Big up Ian as well, because he's staying consistent and I rate that. And his reasons for it make sense as well. It isn't just 100% Frank Lampard's fault. Some of the midfielders are playing absolutely disgracefully. Same way for a few of them, Lampard could rotate. But then when it's players like Mateo Kovacic, who really and truly could be doing a lot more in the final third. And the main reason for that is because we have now seen what he can do in the final third as well. If we want to look back at games like the Sheffield United game, if we want to look back at games like the Leeds United game as well, people are saying, this is exactly why Kovacic needs to start. This is why he's one of our main attacking eights. All this Kovacic slander, shut your mouths. Make sure your apology is as loud as disrespect. This is why there is disrespect, because I see him jogging around the pitch. I see him not pressing, and I know he's massively press resistant, but is he resistant to pressing himself too? No, he's not. Why is he jogging around in the field? Why has his final ball disappeared again? There's areas of his game that he needs to improve, and he needs to personally fix up for me too. Timo Werner as well. We've also said the system doesn't play to his strengths. Some of his finishes have no explanation behind them. Conversion rate needs to improve. Kai Havertz needs to assimilate to the Premier League. Not his fault, but it's also part of the reason why it's the player too. He hasn't assimilated to the Premier League. He's struggling with the intensity of the Premier League. He needs to get used to that, and that's going to come with time as well. There's also players that are failing the system too, but you do need to find their strengths. We've spoken about the 4-2-3-1 system numerous of times. We've said that we had issues in that formation, but who was starting in goal when we had those issues? Kepa attacks. We move on. We created plenty of chances in that formation. The only thing we struggled with was the transition. I didn't like Jorginho Kovacic in the 4-2-3-1. I didn't like Kante Kovacic. I didn't like Jorginho Kante either. Play Billy Gilmour. Play Billy Gilmour. I think he's better in the transition than all three of them, in my opinion. The only issue that we struggle with the pair of them, we get bullied in the air. So maybe against your taller midfields, I wouldn't back that. But if I'm talking about our best one on ability right now, give me Billy Gilmour, give me N'Golo Kante. I think you get the best of both worlds with the pair of them. The way the players are playing is because of the system of the manager. It is more the system, but it is the players as well. It can't be 100% both. It can't be 100% both, because players are playing poorly and they're doing lazy things by themselves. Some of it is not completely tactical. Players could have effort. There's sometimes where I'm not seeing enough effort, and sometimes I'm seeing cluelessness from the players. Like the third goal against Manchester City, you can't tell me it's tactics that all 10 of them were up instead of N'Golo Kante. That's not tactics. That's just stupidness. Hakim Ziyech as well, failing to track back for the third goal, literally walking backwards. Kevin De Bruyne, who scored that goal, was jogging backwards. Was jogging forwards on the counter-attack. This guy didn't even sprint to join Raheem Sterling, and he still got there in time. That's not tactical. That's on the players. It's a bit of both. I will give Frank Lampard credit on that. And he also manages to make me feel a lot more confident after games just based on his press conference. He does speak a good game as well.
But I think he's good, man.
Good game too.
100.
Last 1 or 2 questions, and then we're gonna end this one up. Are we gonna get any questions? So should I just end at this point?
I'm reading the comment. Yeah, I look tired, brother. I got bare work, you lot. That's why I'm working hard. But I still got to make sure I come on the streams. You get me?
Yeah, man. You're doing your 9 to 5, so I get it as well. That's also why we're not staying on the stream for too long. This was mainly just for the draw, but it was going to turn into a fat Q&A anyway. I actually don't know. If I don't see anything, I'll just end up leaving it. No, I don't think we got any. I don't think we got any final questions. Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna end this one now. Then, Sadiq, any final thoughts?
Look, man, we just need to get a live stream ready tomorrow. G, you got to holler me though, because I know you're a busy man sleeping on that. I know you get about 4 or 5.
I'm not gonna be up till about 4 a.m. 4 p.m. I can't lie.
When's your video coming up roughly? 5, 6?
It depends. If I find a topic good enough that I could do a 10-minute video on it, I'm just gonna do the video before I go to sleep, and then I'll be fine whenever. If you see a video pop up before 2 o'clock, then I'm done. Then I'll be free as soon as I wake up. So I'll leave it at that. If not, I'll probably have to drop a little live video. As soon as I'm done with that, I'm free for you whenever. But I'll figure something out. I might even take a day off. If there's no topics, I might just take a day off and just jump on yours. But I'll let you know. But guys, if you want to know as well, press the button. Go to Worldwide Chelsea's channel, hit the subscribe button, press the like button, hit the bell notification button as well. And when we're both live on his channel, you guys will see it as well. Also, if you guys are feeling in the mood to press a lot of buttons, hit the like and subscribe button to Carefree Lewis G2 and hit the bell notification button as well. Also, let me know any topics that you guys want to see as well. Now we've got 1 extra day. That's 1 extra day of content that I need to start sorting. But yeah. This is the end of the reaction to the 4th and 5th round draw. If you guys haven't already checked it on the ticker, we have drawn who is it? Luton in the 4th round and Barnsley or Norwich in the 5th round. So guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know, well, I'll say how confident you lot. If you're not confident for this game, then we need to have another talk about the manager. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Until then, take care, guys. Up the Chelsea, all of that, and let's hope we